The following segment is brought to you by Florence Ann Romano. As our world continues to face a lot of struggles, we are all wondering what we can do to help heal the world. Childcare and village advocate Florence Ann Romano is here to share how we can empower ourselves, our children, and our communities to be part of the solution rather than live in fear. Florence, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, let's first start with communication. How does that help?
Communication is key in every relationship in life, especially with children. And dinner time is a great place to actually talk to your kids about what's going on in their life and also how they're feeling about the things that are going on in their life and also the things that are going on in the world. Letting your child give you their perspective of whatever the current event is really eye-opening.
Yes, that's a good point. And how do safe spaces help children?
We hear this all the time thrown around, safe space. It's just the idea that your child is not going to feel judged or shamed in that moment, that they're asking questions about something, that they feel that they can have a conversation with you. This is something my mom did so well growing up. I was never afraid to ask her any question. And that's something we do want to cultivate with our children, that we are somewhere they can go and they can feel like they can have a very honest conversation and not feel judged.
Yes, so important for our kids. And Florence, how can we make our homes a safe space for our kids?
It's hard not to react to TV or what you hear on the radio. You're listening to a podcast and you're getting angry about something. So you have to remember you are an example for those kids. They absorb everything like a sponge. So as much as we want to react to something, we have to remember that they're watching that reaction and teaching them that feelings are never wrong, but the reaction is what's important, and they have their eyes on you. So remember that they're looking for you to give them those cues about what is healthy behavior.
Ooh, that is really good to remember. I love that, Florence. And how do we best teach our kids to respect others? Because of course we want that, right?
It starts in the sandbox, and you like to say also that you're the one that puts the sand in that sandbox. So it's, how are you kind? How are you showing empathy? Teaching your children about empathy, teaching your children about philanthropy and charity. How do you make sure that you're putting others first? A great question to ask your kids at the end of the day is, how are you kind today?
Love that. And we can also be examples too. Does getting involved in our community help, Florence? What do you think about that?
Growing up, my parents always said that we needed to be involved in some sort of give back. And I also went to private Catholic school my whole life, so there was no choice. We had to be doing a lot of philanthropy. But the idea that showing your children that people all over the world, even in our own backyard, they don't necessarily live the same way we live. And making sure that we are not raising our children in a bubble is so important. You want to give them a very diverse landscape so that when they grow up and they become these amazing adults, that they're going to do something to push it forward, to give back, to make sure that they're always part of whatever the solution needs to be.
Yes. Oh, this is so helpful. Our kids are our future. Thank you for all these tips. Florence, where can we go to follow you?
FlorenceAnn.com is my website. I'm all over Instagram and Facebook too, Florence Ann Romano. I answer every DM I get on Instagram, so don't hesitate to reach out.
You are wonderful. Thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful day, Florence.
You too. Thank you.